Once again, welcome to the interactive session. In this session, I will talk less. We'll play games. Okay. What we are going to talk about is perception. You know what is the perception? It is a very what do you say? Complicated word. The perception is the main reason for all conflict in the world. Okay. Now, when we talk about human behavior, how we define the perception? We'll go over that. We're just talking about perception. Now again we come to the human behavior. When we talk about human behavior, we always talk about the environment and the individual, and the interaction between the individual and environment. But how individual gain information about the environment is what is perception. Okay. Now, we gain information about the environment. Once you get the information about the environment, we gain knowledge. Knowledge goes into our head and it becomes part of my individual. Okay, it is a complete interaction between two much dynamic things. Environment is changing each moment. This curtain is moving around, it is environment for me, it is changing. It is trying to distract me, but I am not getting distracted. Now, my distraction inside me is individual. Okay. Now information about environment we gather through the sensory system. What is meant by senses? Senses. How many senses are there? 5. Is that 5? 6 senses also there. Third eye is also there. Okay, though we generally say 5 senses. That is the vision, hearing, then the smell, taste and touch. And like us, we don't hear much. Girls hear much more than the boys. Old man hears very less. Now, this is the sensory system. Sensory system, 5 of them are responsible to gain the information about the environment. Now, sensory system consists of those 5, then there are receptor which carries information to brain. You know, Munna Bhai, लगे रहो मुन्ना भाई या मुन्ना भाई MBBS, in which Sanjay Singh says इसके अंदर क्या हुआ है, chemical है. Actually, the sensory system consists of physical nerves and the chemical. It is a fact. The electrical impulse goes from our sensory organ to brain. In the brain, it moves in terms of electrical impulse. Then it is processed. Then it comes back again. Now, these are perception is 2 distinct phases. The one is sensory process, other is cognitive process. Cognitive process is इसके अंदर क्या होता है. Now, your eyes sees a particular object. Does your eye see a rabbit? No, it doesn't see a rabbit. It sees white eye outline with two ears, and the background is different, and she is outline going like this, and that goes to your eyes, passes through your eyes, lens, then goes to retina. In the retina, it hits the light energy hits the retina, and from the retina, electric impulses are generated, and those electric impulses through the nerve goes to brain. Now, when this information reaches brain, there is a lot of utul-putul in the brain. Then the cognitive process starts. Now, there is a lot of interaction in the brain. How do we process the information in brain? Now we go into individual. If I have not seen a yeti, or I have not heard about yeti, and I suddenly see a yeti, then I will say it is a buffalo. Okay, it all depends upon what information you got here. Now, what rabbit you see, we know about rabbit. It is four-legged animal. It is generally white in color. Then this process happens, matching, ruling out, and all this thing. Then we hit the eureka. Oh, my father has told me rabbit is an animal, it is white in color, it got four legs, it got very long ears. Then we say, okay, that is a rabbit what I saw. Now this top portion is physical movement of information, and second process is what goes inside the what? What we got here? It is not brain, it is super computer. Nobody has been able to decipher the computer inside the brain till date, but we know the process now. Now, this is the whole perception I have been talking about for last 6 minutes. This is very important to understand the perceptual process to handle a person better. Because what I perceive about the environment, other person may not perceive the environment in the same way. That differences we must understand. We must understand the environment, we must understand the individual interaction, and that interaction is based on how the individual perceives the environment. If we understand that much, our handling of children will be better tomorrow. Now, this is all academic. We will leave the presentation with you. You can read through. Now, we will play a game. Okay. He is a very well-known person in the educational circuit. He is the principal of Rockville Academy, Prakash Mani Pradhan, my friend. His father was also my friend. I used to drink with his father, and I used to drink with him also. Okay, because his father was elder to me, he is younger to me. So, he is member of your ICSE board and all this thing. Now, I got one more friend, Kamal. Now, who is Kamal? Yeah. Kamal is my friend, and I will show you the attribute of Kamal. Okay? You want to know about Kamal? Yeah. Please read out. Yeah.
Another friend of mine is Kamal. Kamal has started a school around 18 years ago at Untitled Chapter, Himachal Pradesh. The school was started with classes up to 4th standard. The school now has up to class 12. The school is one of the top schools
Okay, I have told everything about Kamal. Now I want to ask you, who is Kamal? These are three photographs, A, B, C. Which one is my friend Kamal? Okay, we go to next question. How old is Kamal? I told you, Prakash Mani Pradhan's father was also my friend and he is also my friend. Is Kamal 60? Is Kamal 50 or is Kamal 40? Now third question. What does Kamal drive? Please think about the answer and we'll go to the actuals. Okay? Don't cheat yourself. If you want, you can write down in your paper your answers. Okay. Who is Kamal? First question. She is Kamal. And her actual name is Krishna, but she is called Kamal by all of us. How old is she? Yeah. Yeah, she is 40 years old. 42 maybe. Now what does she drive? She drives this. She moved from Ponta Sahib to Dehradun almost twice a week. She belongs to Dehradun and she runs a school at Ponta Sahib. And she is a very good friend of mine. Now this is how we perceive the thing, information fed to us. What I had information fed to you was 100% correct. Not even a single information was wrong, but you still perceive differently. Somebody thought Kamal is so and so, somebody thought other. Somebody was prejudiced that he is 64 years old man and his friend must be around 60 years old. Those are the, again we come to the environment and the individual and the interaction between the individual and the environment which results into how we perceive the thing, how we wrongly interpret the information and wrongly perceive the thing. We saw all this, we played around. This was the 2018 advertisement of our school. It actually exists there. Now we come to this. What is this? Yeah? What do you see in this? Yeah. 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 Yeah? It is A. I see only 3 lines. 3 lines arranged in a particular manner which resembles somewhat near to A. Okay. I'll show you and one more. Now what is this? Okay. Now I'll show you another 2 lines. What is this? Actually what we are seeing is total 8 lines, group of 3 lines, then group of 3 lines and group of 2 lines. But we interpret it as H-A-T hat. How we perceive the thing. Okay. Now we remove this hat. We remove this. Okay. Okay? Okay. Now what is left there? Edge. It is so? You may be surprised. Huh? 3 lines. Then I scribble few lines there. What it becomes? Yeah, what it becomes? Yeah. And this, what we are perceiving as C and the T are not the lines. They are scribbles. But we have seen it as this. This is what is the perception. Now, this is the whole crux of perception. How we perceive the environment. How I perceive the environment and how she perceives the environment is different. Because me and she is different. And it results into individual behavior, and we react to individual behavior so violently. अरे ये तो हर हमेशा मेरे को तंग करता ही रहता है. This student is very naughty. But we don't understand why he or she is behaving in a particular way, how she is perceiving the thing. When we understand the process of perception, we may be in a better position to interpret the individual's behavior, and we may be able to handle the student better. That's all I got about the perception. I have tried to play a game with you, but you all did not play with me. I only had to play. Okay. The understanding the process of perception to the trainers, you all are trainers, is very, very important. Because you must understand the adolescents you are handling, how they are perceiving the situation, and why they are behaving in a particular manner. Interaction between the environment and the individual. Perceptual process. If you understand, I think you will be better position to handle the people, your student. And after having come here, having spoken for around last 40 minutes,